Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome back. Today, I wanted to share with you one of my first matches playing the brand new Black Mage. 9 kills to 1.9 million damage on Air. In today's video, I shall talk about the job, as well as my thought process through the match, with my advanced guide coming out later this week. Enjoy today's video, and I shall see you all in the next one. The new Black Mage is a job I have really been looking forward to playing, and I know from many of you in the comment section is that not everyone is on board with the changes, being about 50-50. I think the biggest complaint I have seen so far is mostly due to it losing its crowd control after playing a few games and seeing the size and power of the new freeze. It makes sense that the Black Mage had the rest removed. It does not need more, and I think they are trying to move away from plays that could be deemed more toxic and unfair. In Crystalline Conflict alone, there were so many jobs that felt useless against a decent Black Mage, and their old half asleep I deem to be one of the best crowd controls in all of Frontline. At the bare minimum, it would force out the purifies of so many players. And trying out this new freeze first-hand playing solo, I can already see just how strong this ability is, and how well this will work as a group. I am also loving the direction they took with Fire and Ice. Before, it often felt like you were waiting on your limit break before going all in. Now you have separate playstyles, with the Ice rotation being all instant cast, meaning you can always give chase and be a part of a battle, whereas before you could miss out on potential kills from players simply walking away. The Fire stance now is more for when you can just sit there casting away for more damage. The Burst now honestly works much nicer than before, being a straight up instant cast for those shields and damage. And best of all, the Black Mage's new stances, Ref of Fire and Ref of Ice. The Fire Wraith allows you to deal AoE damage that ignores guard, nice for securing extra kills and playing into grouped up fights, with the Riff of Ice being your new defensive, reducing damage. That also does a counter attack each time you take damage. I much prefer this style to the older version. There is now risk-reward plays. You're no longer just CC spamming players, and the damage is still up there. Every game I played was a casual 1 to 2 million damage still. The biggest win is definitely the Ice rotation. Being able to go mobile at all times was quite the game changer. If anything, I would say the Fire rotation feels a bit slow. I could possibly see this portion getting a buff in the future, perhaps a simple buff to its recast timers. Other than that, the role feels wonderful to play, with a huge potential to combo off in teams. One struggle I have noticed within Frontline is when you get into a situation like this, with both enemy teams continually collapsing on you. You never get the chance to go into your Fire rotation. You can at least keep DPS uptime with the Ice rotation, and with my current team, players were much more spread out. The Maelstrom are clearly dominating this lobby, running quite the amount of Warriors, Dark Knights, Dragoons, Astros, you name it, with the Immortals always ready to third party. With aggressive teams like those, I imagine the Black Mage does very well. In the situation I am in, the Black Mage feels like the old Reaper before it gained Grim Swath, where you were much more reliant on your team. The more passive your alliance and the more spread out they are, the harder it was to earn kills and assists to build battle highs. During this stage, while my battle high is still low, I tend to hang back much more. I stay mobile using the Ice to pump out damage while not getting caught out. I am not first on claiming the kill credit. My aim is to set up, and to assist in claiming some kills for the rest of the team to build battle highs. And with my alliance now free from the spawn camp, we pushed south as a group. This is where the Black Mage was really shining. Moving as one team, you can really keep the pressure on. I like to aim towards the mid and back of the group. Since your damage is AoE, you can keep pressuring those holding back, and at the same time strike those who are falling back. I position myself off to the side, by myself much more than I used to, as so many roles can now deal AoE damage. It is not wise to always stay grouped up. I am currently making the mistake of using Ref of Fire with my limit break. I believe what I should be doing is to use the Flare Star for the extra damage plus burn, into Ref of Ice and give chase with my Ice rotation. That way I can set up a big play for the team, with a chance for the counter-attack could claim a kill, should I choose to push aggressively. Now that the Maelstrom have moved in, I see my chance to stand there and switch into the Fire rotation. I do not get this chance for long, as they are rather quick to rotate out. So instead I loop back up top to fight the Immortals and push them back. If we can hold them here, they won't be able to contest the A rank down on the beach. I dive in with my burst, mostly for the shields, as I then guard up to bait out CC. I choose to do this now, as my own limit break is coming online. Using the Ice rotation and freeze, we did rather well at holding them back, as a much smaller group. Then as I retreat, I use my Ref of Ice, which here was demonstrating quite nicely just how effective that defensive bonus is. I can confidently say, this new version of the Black Mage is quite the improvement. You are still as lethal as you were before with good teamwork. Only now I feel there is a lot more you can do as a solo player. You have far more uptime, with your new mobility while remaining in combat. You can survive a lot more than before, now having burst shields plus Ref of Ice. The Limit Break still has its fast appealing charge time. Most of the negatives right now, I feel, come from how different this new version is. The older version was clearly one of the most favourite in all of PvP, with the mass crowd controlling being the most compelling aspect about the role. And it is rather difficult to suddenly change up playstyles. Give it a month or two, and not only do I believe we will see some minor buffs to the fire portion of the role, the class itself will start seeing more results, as players collectively get a grasp of all the new changes. It is not too far out there to say in those peak matches with all teams having the back and forth, I would not be surprised to see many more Black Mages starting to hit 3, 4, even 5 million damage games, even when you're playing solo. I will give the class a go in Crystalline Conflict at a later date, and as of right now I can say this new version was yet another win. It could do with a tweak here and there, but overall is a much healthier version for PvP. I shall end my voiceover here so you can enjoy the remainder of the round, and let me know down below your opinion on the new Black Mage. Thank you all for the continued support, and I will see you all in the next one.